The Darkest Place by Daniel Judson, in memory of Doris Barton. Chapter 1. He didn't mind the cold. He was wearing his heavy Carhartt jacket and leather gloves and wool hat, the hat he had once seen in that movie about corruption among longshoremen, the one with Marlon Brando, the one from the 50s. What was that movie called? He couldn't remember. But he had liked the look of those hats, the look of the men who wore them. Tough, self-reliant, beat but still standing. He liked that. Wanted those who looked at him to see that, a man still standing. As he drove his van through the dark, he remembered that he had also liked the woman in the movie, the blonde in the white slip, the one with the sad eyes. He liked the way she looked. He liked her voice. There was something about it, something about her. He had been born in Brooklyn, lived in sight of those very docks, surrounded, he was certain, by women who talked like she had talked. He had never known his father, didn't know what the man had done for a living back then, if the man had in fact been one of those men who worked the waterfront, or had done something else to earn his money. But what that something could have been, he didn't know. His father had left before he was born, and his mother had found a house farther out on the island, in the town of Riverhead. This was when he was 4. He could barely remember that day, his first in the new house. Men came and went, he remembered that. His mother never spoke of his old man, but there wasn't a day when he didn't think about his father, about the things this unknown man might have done to survive, the places he might have lived in, and the women he might have been with, and maybe even loved in the years that followed his leaving them. He thought about that, gnawed on that 100 times a day, at work, at home, at night, down in his basement, and then later on in bed. He was thinking of all that now as he steered his van through this cold night, looking calmly for a place to deposit the body. He had lifted weights before he left his house, the rusted bench press set up in the basement beside the large furnace. The furnace worked continuously against the cold, against a wintry wind that pressed like a shoulder again and again against the windows, bending and rattling the panes. He could see through the small glass window in the hatch of the furnace the fire that raged inside. It was the only source of light, and he stared at it as he briefly rested between sets. He had made a point of doing slow, forced repetitions with heavy weight, filling his thick muscles with blood and raising his heart rate to 120.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?